Hey guys, what's going on? It's Pyro here. Today I wanted to talk about how to be better or get better at Rainbow Six Siege and kind of the 10 things that I've noticed that you should do as a player to kind of improve your game and maybe not get killed so fast. Not necessarily be a teammate, but just being a better player yourself in terms of skill wise. And a couple of tips here and there. I won't get too in deep in each one. I'll do like a defender video later for a defender specifically on certain situations. But we'll start with the first one out of the 10. This first one would be don't run around corners. And I say this because I see a lot of people who run around corners. I guess most of these attackers, when they're pushing kind of aggressively. Sometimes when I see a defenders panic, and when if it's secure the point, hostage bomb, where you kind of lose the advantage of like you lose a hostage, they defuse, they set the diffuser, or they're securing the area. I see that. So don't run around corners. Try to go around corners slow, while aim down sights gonna be better. And this takes like 100 years to aim down sights in this game anyway, so it doesn't benefit you to run around a corner and trying to aim down sights fast unless you have like a MP5. Now the second one would be to try to use the ACOG scope if possible. Now I know most people, or a lot of people, I'd say like 50% don't use or like the ACOG scope because it's zoomed in too much, specifically for close quarters. But I try to use it in every possible chance just because this game is so dependent on headshots. If you don't get if you're not going for headshot one dude, you're going for chest shots, and he goes for headshot, he's gonna win the firefight if he gets it. So that's why I'm saying try to use ACOG scope. I'd recommend that. I know you can't put it on every gun, but try to put an ACOG scope. It will help your accuracy and it will help you go for headshots. That and the zoom in is really good to help you spot out people who are moving through the long corridors far away. It might not guarantee you a headshot, but it will help you. There's the downside of having to use it in close quarters, but then again, like I said, don't try to run into a room guns blazing with an ACOG sight. Be smart about it. The third one would be use Peeker's advantage to your advantage. If you don't know what Peeker's advantage is there's a delay in the game where the guy who peeks first has the advantage in the sense that the defender hasn't gotten the information to the game to see you peeking. It might be a difference of a couple of milliseconds to a second, but that's Peeker's advantage, and it is exceptionally big on this game. Like the attacker might peek you really fast, aim down sights, and to you, he barely came around the corner. He dropped you on his screen. He peeked for about a second, and then he dropped you. That's Peeker's advantage. So what I'm meaning by using it to your advantage is that if you know that you're kind of having a peek battle with someone, try to keep moving in and out of cover. So you have the advantage, because if the other person is standing just still way in a corner, if you're moving out of cover and you see you have a good shot, you're gonna have the advantage because there's gonna be the delay where he won't see you for that second and you can get the kill. So try to use that as your advantage. The next one would be don't peek the same spot for too long, or don't peek one spot for too long. Don't be stagnant. And I do this mistake a lot, and I'm trying to correct it. And by that I mean you don't want to be staring at the same hallway for 2 minutes, or you don't want to be in a firefight with someone and be just kind of continuously staring at it. I know it could be tempting to catch them off guard, and it does work, but try not to do it because it can lead you to lose, in the sense of the other guy might use Peeker's advantage and get you real quick. So try not to do that. Try not to. I'm not against double peeking, triple peeking a spot. That's probably smart. You're using Peeker's advantage, but try not to stay staring down your sights too long in one area, you might get flanked, you might get Peeker's advantaged, or you might outright just lose because you kind of settle down, you kind of just look there, you're not really paying attention because you're just kind of waiting for a movement. Now the fifth thing is learn the maps, and I guess the game is old enough at this point where the majority of people know the vanilla maps, the maps that were included with the original game. I'm pretty sure everybody at this point knows Yacht. Damn, can't say it. Can't speak today. And for definitely, I still know people. I know most definitely people still don't know Border because I played a shit ton of it and I still don't know that map. I'm starting to hate that map for that reason. But anyway, you want to learn the maps. I know most people do that, but if you still don't know the maps, or you're still kind of iffy on the maps, try to learn the maps. Try to know where attackers come from usually, or where defenders stay usually. You'll learn the bomb, the hostage, and secure points fast because they're usually in set locations, even though they change. Try to learn the maps. Try to learn every nook and cranny. Try to learn where you can blow up through a wall or hole. That will benefit you in the way that you'll catch defenders off guard. Make sure you know as a defender where your weak spots are, where your flanking spots are, where the trapdoors are. Try to know that so you're never caught off guard. Because that's the number one thing. You get caught off guard. You're in the middle. You have a firefight, and there's not a lot you can do. Just pray and hope that person is bad at playing this game. Now the sixth one is wear headphones or earphones, and I see this a lot, and especially at the beginning of the game, and I'm still seeing it now, where I die in the round, and I'm watching the person, and I can hear that the guy is coming down an attacker or defender is coming down the hall, to kill this person, and the person who I'm watching is just sitting there like he doesn't know what's coming. And I usually play with a mic and I try to tell him, but it's difficult to tell someone, your viewpoint in time for him to react, And if he had headphones, you could hear. And a lot of times where people are like, "Did you not hear him coming down the hallway?" And I'm assuming people are using speakers or something like that where they can't necessarily catch the specific sound of steps coming down. So that's why I advise you wear headphones, wear all this earphones. I mean, even if it's cheap ones, but if you have them in your ear, near your ear, that'll help you distinguish sounds from each thing. It'll help you tell which direction they're coming from. It will tell you even when someone puts a breaching charge on a wall, to breach, and that could save your ass just because it gives you a couple seconds to react. So I'd really suggest that. If you don't use them, try to use them. It'll benefit you in the long run. I use the earphones. I mean, I can't use headphones that cover my ears, but I use earphones, and it helps me a lot, Then it helps you focus a little bit more on the game and be more attentive, be more situational, which is the key thing in this game. Now, the seventh one I want to talk about is communicate with your team in every possible way. If you don't have a mic, that doesn't really matter. You got chat, and it's relatively fast. It will, for example, let them know where people are coming from. Let them know what needs reinforced. Whatever it might be. You play a message. You talk to them on the mic. You send a quick chat message. Importantly, tell them when you die what direction they're coming from and what type of operator is coming from. That is really useful. Let them know when one part of the map that might make you lose the game is vulnerable. So their team sends one. Don't just sit back whenever you die and let your team figure it out. Because even if you tell them one simple thing, like they're coming from the west or the east or this specific room, they breached into it, that will help your team a lot. And don't get trapped in bad spots. And this is a relatively simple one. As a defender, you don't want to get caught in between two attackers. Be mindful where you are on the map, and don't kind of get sandwiched in between attackers and or defenders. And once you learn the maps, you know which parts of the map I'm talking about. And don't be Don't be stupid or where you kind of camp. The ninth one would be don't peek out as a defender, or don't jump out as a defender of the map. And what I mean by that is when people at the beginning of rounds jump out and try to kill attackers as soon as round ends, you know, where you see is like enemy has come out the map. I'm saying this because even though some people like to play this tile, I personally don't, but it usually doesn't work out from what I've seen, you know, especially this late into the game, where a lot of people are expecting people to do this and immediately kill that person, you know, and now since the very beginning you're down 4-5, and this is a numbers game sometimes, and you know, if two people peek and they get instantly killed, you're down 3-5, and you can't. And if you're playing, like, for example, bomb, you're kind of screwed. I know it could work, but I suggest not to try it. The 10th thing would be don't panic in this game. I see a lot, if it's like a 1v5, 1v3, even 1v2, I see people, the person who is the lone attacker defender on the team tends to panic, and they just start running around like a headless chicken, like they don't know what to do, or they just got a stick up right up their ass. Like this is a game, you don't need to panic that way. Just stay calm, try to listen to what's going on, listen to your teammates, whether they're telling you, look at spots whenever your teammates are spotting on cameras, and stay on the objective, don't roam around like an idiot. And you should have a good chance to win. I'm not saying you're gonna win the 1v5 and ace it. I'm saying you have a good chance of standing in there and maybe win the ace, get the ace. It's easier if it's a 1v2 and 1v3. Just play it smart, don't panic, don't run around, and don't leave the objective. That's as easy as it gets. So those are my 10 things that could help you be a better Rainbow Six player as of now. I hope you guys like this. I hope you guys learned something from it. Give me some feedback if I'm just completely wrong with what I've said. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for listening, and take care.